Good day, everyone. This is Teacher Lisa, and today we will be discussing the basic policy regulation of practices relative to weights and measures. We have first, let's tackle about the Article 61, which is implementing agency. So, Article 61 states that the provincial, city, or municipal treasurers shall strictly enforce the provisions of this chapter and its implementing rules and regulation, provided that, with respect to the use of the metric system, it shall be enforced by the Department of Trade and Industry. So, basically, the Article 61 they stresses that, or they encourage the Department of Trade and Industry that each and every individual who are kanang seller shall use the metric system. Article 62, Sealing and Testing of Instruments of Weights and Measures. So Article 62 states that all instruments for determining weights and measures in all consumer and consumer-related transactions shall be tested. So it is claro mano that the consumer-related transactions shall be sealed and tested, calibrated every 6 months by official sealer who shall be the provincial or city, municipal treasurer or his authorized representative upon payment of fees required under existing laws, provided that all instruments of weights and measures shall continuously be inspected for compliance with the provisions of this chapter. For example, by the use of weighing scale, it should be tested by kanang namaligya ay before nimo paliton ikaw as a seller. If you buy something, imuha dyan na siyang checkon first, or imuha na siyang patestingan if this weighing scale is kanang mo accurate ba siya, or it should be ano sa tawag ni calibrated, naka-sealed ba na siya before di mo na siya paliton. Alangan ikaw consumer or ikaw manindahay mo palit ba day ka og product nga kuan abri na daan ganahan ba day ka mo gamit aron. Okay, so that is the Article 62. Okay, let's proceed to Article 63, which is the use of metric system. So the system of weights and measures to be used for all products, commodities, materials, utilities, services, and commercial transactions in all contracts, deeds, and other official and legal instruments and documents shall be the metric system in accordance with existing laws and their implementing rules and regulations. So the Department of Trade and Industry shall also adopt a measurement for garments, shoes, and other similar consumer products. So every seller should use the metric system in accordance to the Article 63. Also, the Department of Trade and Industry shall adopt measurement such as for garments, shoes, and other similar consumer products. Next, we have the prohibited acts is the we have the Article 64 fraudulent practices relative to weights and measures. The following acts relating to weights and measures are prohibited, meaning ginadili or gina prohibit. So the following acts relating to weights and measures are prohibited. So we have letter A, for any person other than the official sealer on his duty authorized representative to place or attach an official tag, seal, sticker, mark, stamp, brand, or other characteristic sign used to indicate that such instrument of weight and measure has officially been tested, calibrated, sealed, or inspected. Meaning, if other person who is kanang duly representative, kung dili ikaw representative, if you are not the authorized person who is kanang instructed na mo, seal, mo butang og tag, seal, mark, instrument, stamp, brand, or other characteristic, meaning that is altered. Proceed to letter B, for any person to imitate any seal, sticker, mark, stamp, brand, tag, or other characteristic sign used to indicate that such instrument of weight or measures has been officially tested, calibrated, sealed, or inspected. If ikaw kay nisuhid ka or ni-imitate ka og official sealer Official seal, sticker, mark, stamp, brand, tag, or other characteristic pwede kang kasuhan because that is prohibited. Proceed to letter C. For any person other than the official sealer or his duly authorized representative to alter in any way that certificate or receipt given by the official sealer or his duly authorized representative is an acknowledgement that the instrument for determining weight or measure has been fully tested, calibrated, or inspected. Alter meaning usbon, imuhang irison, ilisan, that is alter. So that is letter C nga gina-prohibit nila. So it is also prohibited for any person to make or knowingly sell or use false or counterfeit seal, sticker, brand, stamp, tag, certificate, or license or any die for printing or making the same or any characteristic sign used to indicate the such instrument of weight or measure that has been officially tested, calibrated, sealed, or inspected. Ay ikaw tawo, pataka-taka kag baligya or gamit kag false or counterfeit nga seal, sticker, or stamp, pwede kang makasuhan. Proceed to letter E. For any person other than the official sealer on his duly authorized representative to alter the written or printed meaning usbo nimo ang nasulat or written or printed figures such as letters or symbols on any official seal, sticker, receipt, stamp, tag, certificate, or license used or issued, pwede gyapon kang makasuhan. Letter F. For any person used or reused any restored, altered, mga na-damage nga stamp, tag certificate, or license for the purpose of making it appear that the instrument of weight or measures has been tested, calibrated, or sealed or inspected. Kung ikaw pataka-taka kag patapot anang na-altered, na-damage nga mga stamp or certificate or tag certificate or license nga dito sa weighing scale or measure nga natestingan, na-calibrated, na-sealed or inspected, another kaso na pod. Okay, proceed to for any person engaged in the buying and selling of consumer products or of furnishing services, the value of which is estimated by weight or measure to possess, use or maintain with intention to use and any scale, balance, weight or measures that has not been sealed, or if previously sealed, the license therefore has been expired and has not been renewed in due time. Proceed to letter H. For any person to alter any scale, balance, weight, or measure after it is officially sealed. So it is prohibited that you are not licensed, you are not authorized person nga nang alter kag scale, balance, weight, or any measure, symbols, letters, pwede japon kang makasuhan. Letter I, for any person to knowingly use any false scale, balance, weight, or measure, whether sealed or not. So for any person man, panlitan, ikaw, magamit ka og false scale na maligya ay ka ditog lansang niya, gitimbang nimo, nipayat ang tawo og 1/4, gitimbang nimo, 1/8 ra didto. Ning ka dito, kani 1/4 ni palitan ni, so pwede ka makasuhan og ginana. Letter J, for any person to fraudulently give short weight or measures in the making of scale. Letter I is the same as letter J nga mahatag mamaligya kag isda didto, may ka didto nga ay kani kuan naman ni kilo naman ako ni uska kilo. Ay uska kilo na ni siya. Ang usa ka kilo mo ni baligyan ako 180 ang kilo sa isda. But then ang usa ka kilo din mo dito kabot og kilo, kulang nitong 3 ka gramo para mo usa ka kilo. So pwede ka makasuhan ingon ana nga nihatag kag short weight or measure in the making of scale. Okay, proceed to letter K. For any person assuming to determine truly the weight or measure of any article bought or sold by weight or measure, to fraudulently mispresent the weight or measure thereof. Na mispresent nimo ang kilo palitan, nagbaligya ka og newspaper tag 1 kilo. Patin, pagtimbang nimo botan nimo 1 kilo. Pagbaligya nimo, niyon nabalik nalimot ay for example, namaligya kag bugas. Oh, nay ni palit. Pagpalit sa bugas, ingon ka didto nagpalit og 5 ka kilo. Tapos ang imong natakos kay 4 ka kilo. You are unaware or aware ba ka ana nga panitan, aware ka or wala ka na aware ana nga situation nga 4 ka kilo tong imong natakos. So pwede kang makasuhan even if you are unaware of it. Kay hindi naman danang customer ngayon paliton 5 ka kilo. So that's your fault. Lastly, we have the we have the L. For any person to procure the commission of any such offense above mentioned by another. Okay? Instruments have sealed at some previous time which have remained unaltered and accurate, and the seat or tag officially affixed thereto remains intact and in the same position and condition in which it was placed by the official sealer or his duly authorized representative shall, if presented for sealing, be seated promptly on demand by the official sealer or his authorized representative without penalty, except a surcharge fixed by law or regulation. Lastly, we have Article 65, which are the penalties. Letter A, any person who shall violate the provisions of paragraphs A to F and paragraph I of Article 64 or its implementing rules and regulations shall, upon conviction, be subject to a fine or of not less than 200 pesos but not more than 1,000 pesos, or by imprisonment of not more than 1 year or both upon the discretion of the court. So meaning magadepend na kay penalty nga 200 pesos or not more than 1,000 pesos if you violate the provisions from A to F and paragraph I in the Article 64 upon the discretion of the court or pwede ka ma-priso. Letter B, by any person who shall violate the provisions of paragraph G of Article 64 for the first time, meaning first time ka ni violate sa paragraph G sa Article 64, shall be subject to a fine of not less than 500 pesos. So, dili mo mubo sa 500 pesos ang imuhang fines, or by imprisonment, pwede ka prisuhon, of not less than 1 month. So, not less than 1 month ka nga mapriso or magpuyo dito sa prisuhan. But not more than 5 years. So, di siya mulapaw sa 5 years or pwede siya both upon the discretion or upon the decision of the court. Letter C, the owner, possessor, or user of instrument of weights and measure enumerated in paragraphs H to K of Article 64 shall, upon convicted, be subject to a fine of not less than 300 pesos or imprisonment upon exceeding 1 year. Upon exceeding, meaning mulapaw og 1 year or both upon the decision of the court. Okay, that would be all of my report. So, in summary, we have the Article 61, which is implementing agency. Article 62, sealing and testing of instruments of weights and measures. We have also the Article 63, the use of metric system. Article 64, fraudulent practices relative to weights and measures. And lastly, we have the Article 65, which is penalties. That would be all of my report. Thank you and have a good day.